A proclamation. Whereas domestic animals have provided companionship to people for centuries, offering love and loyalty and providing many other benefits to their owners and human families. And whereas it is estimated that the majority of United States households own pets, knowing the mental and emotional benefits of pet companionship, yet millions of animals are still without homes. And whereas each year millions of animals are left homeless, forced to live on the streets or be kept in shelters, and whereas it is estimated that the majority of pets living in an underserved community are not spayed or neutered, leaving them open to reproducing and adding to the overpopulation problem, and whereas spay and neuter initiatives reduce incidence of homeless animals, certain life-threatening diseases, and even curbs negative behavior, and whereas the San Marcos Regional Animal Shelter reported 3,267 live intakes of cats and dogs in fiscal year 2023. And whereas the City of San Marcos, in support of the Positive Outcomes Implementation Plan, supports responsible pet ownership and encourages the community to fix their pets to reduce the number of unwanted pets which may become homeless, stray, or enter the shelter. And whereas spaying and neutering of pets and trap, neuter, return of free-roaming community cats are integral components of reducing the number of stray and homeless dogs and cats. Now, therefore, I, Jane Hewson, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the city of San Marcos, Texas, do hereby proclaim the month of February as Spay and Neuter Awareness Month, and do hereby call upon the people of San Marcos, its nearby communities, to spay and neuter animals within their care, to consider donating to a local animal welfare group, or to sponsor the spay or neuter of another pet in order to make a big difference in an animal's life, to control overpopulation in our community, and to make resources go further at the local animal shelter. We've got some folks who worked very hard to make this happen, and I thank you for that, and I'm going to give you the microphone and let you talk.
Thank you, Mayor Jane Hewson. I'm Lauren Foy, the president of Pet Prevent a Litter of Central Texas. It is an honor to receive this proclamation. We are here to serve Hays County and this city. It has been with great pleasure to partner with you guys, especially this year. We're going to try and do some really amazing things to help this community get their animals spayed and neutered through our low-cost and free voucher services. Last year, we did 5,426 animals, and this year, we love to do even more. So I want to thank you to the city for this proclamation, and let's get our animals spayed and neutered. Thank you.
Thank you for what you do. A proclamation. Whereas 1 in 3 adolescents is a victim of physical, sexual, emotional, or verbal abuse from a dating partner, and whereas the effects of dating violence impact youth in all communities and cuts across economic, racial, gender, and societal barriers, and whereas respectful, supportive, and nonviolent relationships are key to safety, health, and academic success, and whereas by providing teens and young adults with education about healthy relationships and relationship skills, and by changing attitudes that support violence, we recognize that dating violence can be prevented. And whereas family, friends, teachers, coaches, faith leaders, community members, and other important people in young people's lives have the power to influence youth in positive ways. And whereas last year the Hayes Caldwell Women's Center provided 31 dating violence prevention, and healthy relationship presentations to 2,428 teens and young adults. And whereas we must work together to raise awareness and promote healthy dating relationships with activities and conversations about mutually respectful and nonviolent relationships in our homes, schools, and communities. Now, therefore, I, Jane Hewson, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the city of San Marcos, Texas, do hereby proclaim the month of February 2024 as Dating Violence Awareness and Prevention Month for teens and young adults, and do hereby call upon the citizens of San Marcos to work together to raise awareness and prevent dating violence in our community and beyond. Thank you for what the Hayes Caldwell Women's Center does, and I will give you the microphone to talk a little more about that.
Of course, thank you. I'm Melissa Rodriguez. I'm the CEO of the Hayes Caldwell Women's Center, and I'm joined by one of our wonderful board members, Dr. Danette Myers, I should say. And I want to thank you, Mayor, and of course the council, all of which aren't here today, but this city has been very supportive of our organization and all the efforts that we make. Dating violence is a really crucial part of our mission and our work to end violence, starting with youth. And we have a plethora of resources available. So I will say, if you're interested, visit our website at hcwc.org. We've got a digital toolkit there for educators who want to talk about healthy relationships. And we also have a podcast called Outspoken. This month, we will feature a dating violence topic. It's about a 30-minute listen, and really good to encourage young people to engage in these conversations. And I also want to highlight, I'm wearing orange because today is Orange Day, and orange is the color of dating violence awareness. So, thank you.
Thank you. A proclamation. Whereas in 1915, Dr. Carter G. Woodson, known as the father of Black history, founded the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, now called the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, ASALH. Dr. Woodson created the organization because he recognized the enormous amount of information of the achievements of Black people. And whereas consequently, Dr. Woodson instituted Negro History Week as a way to celebrate African American achievements. In 1924, a celebration that eventually was renamed Negro Achievement Week began, and the outreach was significant, but the desire for greater impact also persisted. We are going back to that beautiful history, and it is going to inspire us to greater achievements. By February of 1926, this statement of Harvard-trained historian Dr. Carter G. Woodson, along with the idea that he and other prominent African American figures had, would then become Negro History Week. Dr. Woodson chose February for reasons of continuing what was already familiar to many. And whereas since 1865, Black communities had celebrated fallen President Abraham Lincoln's birthday, and by the late 1890s, former slave and prominent abolitionist activist Frederick Douglass's birthday, both occurring in February. This showed his true offer to extend the study of Black history, not to create a new tradition. So finally, in 1976, this celebration was expanded to include the entire month of February, and today Black History Month garners support throughout the country as people of all ethnic and social backgrounds discuss the African American experience. And whereas Black History Month commemorates the successes and achievements by African Americans, both in overcoming many obstacles and in making significant contributions to our community, state, nation, and the world. And whereas the Dunbar Heritage Association recognizes the Association for the Study of African American Life and History's theme, Black Resistance, by recognizing the significance of the contributions of local San Marcos historians, such as the late Ollie Giles, Harvey Miller, Johnny Armstead, and Dr. Elvin Holt. The Calaboose African American History Museum serves as the home for African American history and culture in San Marcos and Hays County through preservation, events, and education. And whereas African Americans have worked to promote cultural awareness and respect for all people, and DHA celebrates this fact during the month of February, including various programs that center counter-narratives of African Americans, a month-long celebration every Saturday at the Calaboose, and DHA presents the Crossroads Project, an undertold story, a visual display at the Alcac Library at Texas State University. And whereas the city of San Marcos joins in the unified endeavor of its community to celebrate Black History Month in Kyle, Wimberley, Buda, and throughout Hays County, and paying homage to those who have helped carry on the resolute efforts and a continual reminder of the achievements and sacrifices by African American men and women who have contributed to the advancement of human civilization. Now therefore I, Jane Hewson, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the city of San Marcos, Texas, do hereby proclaim the month of February 2024 as Black History Month, and do hereby call upon all citizens to express our appreciation and to participate in the important activities commemorating the outstanding achievements of African American cities in our city. Thank you all for bringing this to us every year and to make sure that we do celebrate officially and unofficially Black History Month. Anyone have anything to add? Do you?
Hi, my name is Mitty Miller. I'm the Vice President of Dunbar Heritage Association. And I just want to inject that at the last of this month, 24th, we're going to be collaborating with the San Marcos Public Library in having a program that's going to be taking place at the library from 3 o'clock to 5 p.m., inviting everybody to come. Not only are we celebrating, but we're educating. So our theme this year is going to be Black History is American History. So we ask that you come out. It is family friendly for all ages. It's not about just for the Blacks to learn, but it's for all of us to learn. Because I feel like once we cross over and learn each other's culture, then we can understand how each other live and get along better. So we have a long way to go, but we're going to get there.
Is there anyone else who wants to speak? Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lillian Peterson Jimenez, and I represent the Juneteenth Foundation, Inc., and with our organization, we're honored to say this is our 2024 30th anniversary. So in June, we would like for everyone to come out and celebrate that with us. We have achieved so much in the community, and by everyone coming out would surely have a good time. Barbecue, fun, music, community bonding, and more. So please, in June, it'll be advertised when we'll have our Juneteenth Foundation gathering and where it's going to be. And we look forward to 30 years and 30 more. And we'd like to thank David as our founder, David Peterson. And he really stays on top of taking care of our community, not only in Juneteenth, but he has a large variety of things that he offers to the community and helps out. So thank you. Come out and see us, Juneteenth.
Something about cakes?
Cakes? Oh, we'll see. Yeah, Ms. Brooks and Michelle can talk about that.
All right. Did you want to talk about?
Thank you. We also have Juneteenth cake auction that my mom and them have been doing for 40-something years. And it will be on actual Juneteenth Day. down at the, we call it the old rec building, but it's the Paula Espinosa building. And it'll be starting at 6 p.m. on actual Juneteenth Day.
Hi, I'm Ginger Salone. I'm the secretary for the board of the directors for the Calaboose African American History Museum. And I certainly would love for you to come by the museum. And also the Cephas House, we have programs on the 17th. It's a Black Pride event on the 17th. And then on the 24th, we have a couple of professors, one from Texas State and one from the University of Texas, that are going to talk about Black studies at those two universities. So we have exhibits all year long at the museum, and come see us. Don't wait till February. Come every weekend if you want to. We'd love to see you there.
Y'all are fine on that level, okay? Yeah, that's great. Everybody see me? Let's get that proclamation up and up. There we go. Looking this way for me. Big smiles, everybody. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last couple right here. 1, 2, 3. Here's 1, 2, and 3. I think we got it. All right. Thank y'all.
Thank you very much.
Hello. Greetings and salutations from the Mystic Crew of Okeanos. A hearty welcome is extended to all loving, faithful, and obedient subjects on this, the most joyous and splendid festival of Twelfth Night. This is an event that was held a few weeks ago. Be it ordained that the Lord High Chamberlain of their Majesties' household and the captains of this most grand and glorious crew of Okeanos take great pleasure in proclaiming King and Queen Okeanos 12 to reign over 12th night revels in Mardi Gras in the beloved city of San Marcos during Carnival in the year of our Lord 2024. Be it ordained and designed that to honor the most brilliant attainments of their glorious past and present as life members of the Heritage Association, where they have demonstrated unwavering support for the preservation of the history of our great city, as steadfast and tireless supporters of many charitable and community organizations, such as the San Marcos Education Foundation, the Hayes Caldwell Women's Center, the Boy Scouts of America, the Southside Community Center, PAWS, and Meals on Wheels, as patrons for the arts, showcasing works of local community artists in their restaurant, and fundraising for organizations such as Summer in the Park, that Monty and Kristen Sheffield shall reign as king and queen at Carnival in San Marcos. Be it ordained, our king and queen have been members of the crew of Okeanos for 7 years, participating in parade preparations and catering for crew events. They are truly a royal family. Their daughter Fallon was presented as a debutante duchess in 2018, escorted by her brother London, who served as a duke. Their other son Lawson was a duke in the 2023 ball. Be it also ordained, our sovereigns have made San Marcos their home since 2004 and have owned the crown jewel of San Marcos, Palmer's Restaurant, since 2010. It has been recognized as Best of Hayes in many categories, including Best Chef and Best Special Occasion Dining. The restaurant may provide nourishment for our bodies and libations for our celebrations, but through their immersion in our community, our king and queen have provided nourishment for our culture and heritage. Together, as we surrender to the miraculous scope of their human generosity, we shall say thank you forever and sincerely for as long as we have voices. We, therefore, the lords and ladies of this realm, being here assembled and united, publish and pronounce this proclamation and wish our monarchs a magnificent and magical reign. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah.
Thank you. Kristen and I are very honored to be part of this community and to be, of course, honored for being king and queen for this year's Mardi Gras. The crew of Okeanos, can't say enough for them of just the whole thing about Mardi Gras is bringing out every neighborhood together, pretty much partying on one street in a fun way. In this town, we have seen it. We've lived here for coming on 20 years. This town plays together and cries together at every moment, and it's just fabulous to be part of this community. Thank you for everyone.
From the very beginning, we have always honored outstanding citizens who have made a tremendous contribution, and these two are well-deserved. And our mission from the time that we became a nonprofit is to bring the community together, and it is really a day where we go through the neighborhoods and people come out and they have barbecues in their front yard and they just welcome everyone. And it doesn't matter, you know, what race, creed, color, or class you are. Everybody just enjoys the day and enjoys each other. So we actually are achieving bringing the community together. The other secondary mission is the arts, and I'll let Karen tell you about that.
Fine arts and music is so important. It's essential for our youth to be exposed to different varieties and types. And one of the missions of the crew is also to provide those subsidies and those opportunities they might not otherwise have funding for. So again, the crew is very much involved in bringing that to the community and to the youth at large. And having been a lifelong member here in San Marcos, music, again, one of those things that brings the community together, seeing it from the Chilumpiad to today, it's just something that we want to continue giving back to the community. So any way that we can help bring that together is something the crew is very passionate about.
Speaking of bringing everybody together, we are looking at bringing you all together this Saturday. Our parade is at 12 p.m. It's our 11th annual parade. We will go down all of Belvin Street, parts of MLK and San Antonio Street this year. Starts at Jack's Roadhouse and ends at Jack's Roadhouse. We have a lot of local bands that will be in the parade this year, including one of the favorite local salsa bands, Los Gatos 512, will also be performing. So we are looking forward to it. This event has grown. Like I said, it's our 11th year, and we have started bringing spectators from out of town. This year, I know we have some people coming in from Dallas, staying in our hotels for it. So I'm hoping that perhaps this becomes a big economic boost, you know, continues to grow for our community and for our city.
And last but not least, laissez le bon temps rouler.